Hey, what's going on? Frank Thomas, Baseball Hall of Fame. What a player. 521 career homers and a 301 career batting average. I like that combination slugging and batting average. Ken Arizona here, Vista, California. I'm looking at Monday, June 9th, 2025. Last video, I covered the first half of Frank Thomas's career, 1990 through 1999. How about this? 8 straight seasons, 100 runs scored. Then he had 8 straight seasons, 100 RBIs. Then he had 8 straight seasons, 100 walks. And then he had 9 seasons, 300 or better batting average, his high 353. And he had 4 seasons, 300 or more total bases. So that was 1990 through 1999. He's on a Hall of Fame track. Let's look at 2000 through 2008. 2000, good year. 159 games, 582 at-bats, 115 runs scored. So that makes 9, right? Yeah, 9 seasons, 100 runs scored. 191 hits. That will be the highest for his career, 191. Never had 200 hits in a season. 44 doubles. Whoa. 0 triples. But he hits 43 home runs. That will be the highest for his career. And listen to this number. 143 RBIs. That is the highest for his career. So he's got a high in hits, a high in homers, and a high in RBIs. He gets 112 walks. That's 9 seasons there. He bats .328. This 10th 300 batting average season. 436 on base, 625 slugging, and he goes 364 total bases. That will be the highest. So career highs in the year 2000. Runs scored, hits 191, homers 43, RBIs 143 of them, and then the total bases 364. Whoa, Frank Thomas through 2000. But something happened on the way to Mulberry Street. You ever hear that term? Something strange happened. I think it was a Dr. Seuss book. An odd occurrence happened on the way to Mulberry Street, some kind of title like that. Well, for Frank Thomas, he hit Mulberry Street. What do I mean? His career went down after the 2000 season. I think it's injuries had a part and getting older. 2001, 20 games. Whoa. Batted .221. Comes back 2002. 148 games. So he's back from the injury or whatever it was. I don't know. I haven't read his biography. He had 523 at-bats, but only 77 runs scored. Didn't get to 100. He had 132 hits in 148 games. That's not even a hit a game. He did hit 28 homers. That's good. 92 RBIs. Good output. Not quite 100, but listen to this. Batted .252. Oh, man. Frank Thomas was a 300-hit batter. He had 10 seasons, 300 or better. .252, uncharacteristic for Frank Thomas. Look at some of the other ones, 247 total bases. Okay, that's 2002. 2003, he's 35 years old. 153 games, good. 546 at-bats. So he passes the 500 at-bat mark. What is his production? 87 runs scored. Not 100. 146 hits in 153 games. He's not averaging a hit a game. He did hit 42 home runs. Now that's good. That comes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons, 40 or more. And he gets 105 RBIs. That'll become his 10th season, 100 RBIs. But I don't like this number. He did get 100 walks. That's good. So that becomes 10 seasons, 100 walks. But the number I don't like, 267 average. That's not Frank Thomas. He did get 307 total bases. That becomes the 6th time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th. Excuse me. 7 times 300 or more total bases. So he has a good number in total bases. Good number in homers and RBIs. But the hits are down, the runs scored are down, and the average way down, 267. This is what I mean by Mulberry Street. What happened to Frank Thomas? 2004, 36 years old, 374 games. What happened there? He did hit 18 homers, but he bats 271. So that makes 4 straight years under 300 after having 10 out of 11, 300 or better. 2005, something happened, 34 games, 219 average. Oh, that hurt. 2006, does play more, 137 games, gets 126 hits, bats 270. He's going on 6 years in a row under 300. Then 2007, he's 39 years old. 155 games, 39 years old. You would think the production would be there, but what happened? 63 runs scored, 147 hits in 155 games. He's not averaging a hit a game. He did hit 26 homers, 95 RBI, good, but he bats 277. He played the entire year almost, 155 games. 277, that's not Frank Thomas. 255 total bases. And then in 2008 is his last year, 40 years old. Give him credit for playing until he's 40. 71 games total, bats 240. Oh, man. So I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 straight seasons. 3 under 300. And that hurt his career average. In his first part of his career, his first 9 or 10 years, he was on a 325, 330 clip. He was, as far as career average. About 320, I would say. But then the second half of his career, too many seasons under 300, so that lowered his career average down to 301. He did have the power, had some seasons, 40 homers in the second half of his career. So he's done after the 2008 season. Let's look at career totals and evaluate Frank Thomas. 2,322 games. 8,199 at-bats. That's good. 1,494 runs scored. He had 9 seasons, 100 or more runs scored. And another season, well, he got up to 87. So 9 seasons out of 19, 100 runs scored. I like it. As far as hits, his high was 191. He had 2,468. Oh, I would like to have seen 2,500 or more. So he falls short of 2,500, but it's a good total. 495 at doubles. I would like to have seen 500 doubles. Didn't get there. 5 short. Listen to this number. 12 career triples. You know, a lot of players can get 12 in 1 year. In 19 years, Frank Thomas only had 12 triples. But the home runs, 521. I like that. He breaks the 500 mark. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I said, 5 seasons, 40 or more. His high was 43. like this number. 1,704 RBIs. He was an RBI producer. I'm counting 9, 10, 11 seasons, 100 or more RBIs. Now that is very good. 1,667 walks. 10 seasons, 100 or more walks. Pitchers were afraid of Frank Thomas. Who's number one on walks? You got Babe Ruth and Ted Williams. They're over the 2,000 walk mark. Also, a guy named Barry Bonds. He went over 2,000 walks. I think Rickey Henderson also had a lot of walks. Don't know his career total. So Frank Thomas is up there as far as base on balls. 301 career batting average. Like I said, I'll count it again just to be sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. 11 seasons, 300 or better. His high, 353. He also had a 347, and he has a batting title. How about that one? 419 on base career. That is very good. 40% of the time. 555 slugging. That is good. 50% of the time he's slugging. And the total bases, 4,450. I'd like to have seen 5,000 for Frank Thomas. He did have 7 seasons, 300 or more total bases. His high, 364. Where does Frank Thomas rank among the great hitters and sluggers of the past? Top 50. I put him there. But the only downfall with Frank Thomas was the second part of his career when he went like 9 years in a row under 300. He did maintain, though, 301 career batting average. So he has the combination of 500 homers and 300 or better batting average. Just a very select few have that distinction. What do you think of Frank Thomas? I like him. I just didn't like that second half of his career. He could have been injured. One of those years, he must have had a real bad injury. You know, his team got into the World Series. I think it's on his rep. Yeah, his team, the Chicago White Sox, won the World Series. Now, Frank didn't play in the World Series, but he did play in the playoffs. He got in the ALCS and the ALDS Championship Series and the Division Series. So he did get into those. Frank Thomas, Baseball Hall of Fame. What a player. Okay, we're done with him. Who's next? I like looking at guys 300 or better career batting average, and especially those who make the Baseball Hall of Fame, and I question how they do it. Have you heard of Chick Happy? He's in the Baseball Hall of Fame, and I question why. And we'll look at his career next. I'm out.